Okay, so today my other topic to talk about is success rate. I've had a number of people asking me lately and in the past about our success rate, which is a very hard thing to answer. Firstly, there's two sides to success. Success rate with visa applications and success rate with finding work in New Zealand. Our success rate with visa applications is very, very high because when we apply for our visas, we know exactly what we're doing, we meet all requirements and the visas are granted. So in fact, as licensed advisors, we have to adhere to a code of conduct, which you can find online if you're interested to see what it is that we adhere to. But as licensed advisors, we will always let you know if we think an application is not well founded. It is still your choice if you want to go ahead with that, but most of our clients and inquiries do take our advice and understand that where they're not likely to get a visa approved, then they shouldn't go ahead with it. To come back to the success rate question, how many of our clients are successful in finding work? That's really hard to answer, and it's really hard to answer because our clients are so diverse. Some clients come to us already having searched for work for quite a while. Other clients come to us with an offer of employment coming through or with an offer of employment already. We see a huge range of skills and professions and ages, and we also see a very wide range of people. Some are extremely motivated and apply for dozens of jobs. Some send off masses of job applications, but they're not well prepared. Others get busy with other things in life and might spend 6 months not applying for jobs. And so it's very hard for us to just give a simple statistic of how many clients we have, how long it took them to get a job, because we don't think that's going to give clear information to people who are looking at coming to New Zealand and finding work. What I can say honestly is that people who have good skills, who have solid work experience, who interview well and come across well to employers, and who are determined and work hard at finding a job, we do see them getting good results. We do see them finding work in New Zealand in time. Some people find work within a few weeks, other people it takes more than a year. It really varies. A large factor involved is the New Zealand labour market and the employers. And if the employers are willing to take on a migrant, if the employers advertise and look for someone at the same time as one of our clients is applying for jobs. So there's a certain element of providence involved as well. So in the end, it comes down to the labour market. It comes down to the skill shortages. Now, if any of you saw the last video I did, it was about the shortage of teachers at the moment. The pronounced shortage at the moment isn't anything to do with construction. There's a construction boom in both commercial and residential property building. It's sustained and looks likely to continue for several years to come as the current government has ambitious plans to build a very large number of houses. So if you're in construction, if you're in anything related to construction such as plumbing, electricians, HVAC installers, even heavy earth machinery operators, which is a low skilled job, but if you've got good experience, there might be chances for you in New Zealand, then you're in demand. New Zealand cannot find enough people for these fields. Certainly builders, carpenters, everyone's screaming out to find skilled people in your field. IT is also in a field that's got a chronic, acute shortage of skilled staff, particularly in growth areas such as business intelligence and certain specific fields of IT. We do have IT specialists on staff who can help those of you out there in the IT world to know better whether you meet those specific shortages in the industry. But we're very good at helping place IT professionals into work. Engineering, again, is in a chronic acute shortage, and of course, globally, anything to do with medical professions, from technicians right through to surgeons and doctors. New Zealand cannot find enough skilled and experienced medical staff. We have many nurses who have placed with us and quite a wide variety of medical technicians. I will say that the medical fields, there is often quite a lot involved in getting your registration in New Zealand. It's quite a process, and hospitals can be very specific about what they need for someone to become qualified and registered in New Zealand. So get in touch, go to our website and register, and we can get back to you and let you know what's involved with that and help guide you in making sure that you do meet all requirements. So for people who are skilled or semi-skilled professionals, There are other skill shortages in New Zealand, and you can see a list of those skill shortages on our website. But also people who are skilled in other areas. It's not on the skill shortage list. It's not IT or construction. There are still companies screaming out for capable and experienced staff. There are still opportunities out there for you, even if your job isn't on the skill shortage list per se. Now, coming back to success rate, we've talked about success rate for people who are trying to find work. I've talked briefly about general success rate for visa applications, but it's worth remembering that there's many other kinds of visas that we deal with as well. When I say many, mostly we're talking about partnership visas. We're seeing increased scrutiny from Immigration New Zealand on these, and that category is currently under review. So people who are applying under the partnership category are finding it more challenging and finding that immigration is expecting more of the applications before they'll grant them. I would strongly recommend anyone who's considering applying under a partnership category, particularly for residents, to get in touch with us and consider using our services. So I haven't talked about entrepreneurship and I haven't talked about business categories and the success rate for those. Really happy to discuss in person with anyone who's interested in finding out more about those categories. When it comes to success rate, the important thing to think of is not what's the number, what's the statistic that we can give you on that, but rather what's your likelihood of success for your skills and your situation.